The red card baffled a lot of people, probably including CR7, including the way that his mannerisms looked when he went off the pitch. And I've got to say it now, live here right now. I think that his ego got too big for him, honestly. And that red card and the whole thing about it in terms of this mannerism and throwing his arms in the air. Look, the referee has just sent you off. Yeah? The referee has just sent you off. Just walk off as you would normally. It's final. There's no decision after that. Don't try and come back into it. Don't try and, make a whole scene out of it. It's absolutely ridiculous that a man of his caliber, as a footballer, professional footballer, what is he doing? Trying to give the whole song and dance about his own ego, trying to peddle this whole situation of, I shouldn't be sent off. I'm Cristiano Ronaldo. Come off it. Come off it. Like, this is ridiculous. It is an absolute farce. A big time farce. And he should be ashamed of himself. And Martinez, after the match, trying to cushion Ronaldo's ego. Come off it. Come off it. I know Cristiano Ronaldo is one of the GOATs, if not the GOAT in football. One of them, if not, according to many people. But that shows exactly what this kind of fan base are doing to you as a person, as a footballer, as a professional. It's not going well, honestly. And he now sets to miss the very first game in the World Cup for Portugal. This is crazy to me. He sets to miss his very first game. And I'm going to go into the Piers Morgan interview in a bit, because a lot of people have asked me, what do you think of the Piers Morgan interview? What do you think of this? What do you think of that? Let me tell you this. That Piers Morgan interview, there's so much to discuss about it that I don't think I can get through with this in the next 45 minutes. But I'll try. If they qualify, exactly. But Ronaldo, I think they will qualify. I think they will. But the whole thing about this World Cup is that he's now looking at the very first game miss. And in his Piers Morgan interview, apparently the World Cup, it's not really a matter anymore. It's not a really matter. But I've actually heard you on record saying that to win the World Cup with Portugal is one of his dreams. So it doesn't matter anymore. Now it doesn't matter. Like, this is what bugs me about CR7. He's such a maverick in this football era. Such a maverick. The amount of trophies that he's won. The amount of honours he's won. Everything about him that stands on business that he is one of the GOATs in football. Yeah? And it's crazy to me that he, in this match as well, look, if you're a professional about it and you get a red card, look at Zizou in a final of the World Cup. Bang, headbutt, straight in. And the man walked off. No song and dance, he knew what he did. But Ronaldo, that elbow or whatever he done, essentially, in that mannerism, it's crazy to a lot of football fans. And if you're on live chat, guys, now, please put your comments in. I'm going to obviously address them very soon. And obviously, if you're watching this on replay, put your comments down below. Let me know your thoughts. Because I've got to say it, that CR7 in this era is one of the mavericks. He's one of the greatest footballers to ever play the game. But this actually puts a shadow on your legacy, bro. It does. And you can hear a lot of people saying online, and I'm going to get to the actual news story about it on the Daily Mail. But the whole situation is that this is a really, really bad look on CR7. The way that he acted out on that. Look, you're supposed to be the captain of this Portugal side. You're supposed to be leading this Portugal side into the World Cup. And you're not even going to lead them if you don't bust case. He probably will, probably because he have a great team behind him to try and do that. But I tell you what, FIFA is FIFA. They're going to look at it and say, look, that kind of violent conduct cannot be existing in the World Cup. This World Cup's going to take place in the USA, Canada, and Mexico. Yeah, 3 countries. You cannot be in this kind of World Cup situation where there's more teams, everything going around it, and the circulating in the media, 2026 World Cup all the time, being placed in the Americas. And you are going to be trying to lead out your team in the very first game, and you might not even be there because of a red card. What kind of situation is that? This is crazy to me, guys. Absolutely crazy. But let's get into it, guys, okay? I'm going to read up as the news story, of course. And obviously it says here that Cristiano Ronaldo is set to miss the very first game of the World Cup after being handed his very first ever international red card against Ireland on Thursday. His very first international red card. Yeah? The Portugal veteran was given his marching orders from a frustrated elbow on Dara O'Shea on the hour mark of his side's 2-0 shock. Obviously, Ireland, they played really well. I saw the match really, really well. And 2-0 defeat in Dublin. Yeah? So, you are literally in a position as a footballer where your team needs you at a crucial time and you go and do that. That's ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. The Piers Morgan stuff is coming up, guys. Yeah, I've got a lot to discuss about that. Some things maybe I kind of agree with, but a lot of it, I'm just a shock of. Yeah? Ronaldo had a frustrated figure after sluggish first-half performance. It's true. Very poor. From Portugal, and appeared to suggest that the Irish defender, Nathan Collins, was crying just moments before he's sending off. It's crazy, isn't it? It's crazy. Yeah, it was a violent outburst on Collins' centre-back partner that the former Man United star saw his dismissal right at the Aviva come to the premature end. And look, it just keeps on going on. There's a video here about Martinez trying to defend Ronaldo. I'm not defending nothing that he did. If for any manager to try and look at the mannerism here, look at this mannerism here, cry some more. Like, what is that? Exactly? It is Gonzalo Ramos to chime. Exactly. What is that? And I'm gonna be honest, yeah. I'm gonna be honest, yeah. And it kind of ties in with Piers Morgan interview, which I will discuss later. But I'm just gonna give you a little preview here. That you're looking at Ronaldo as a player above 40 featuring in a World Cup for one of the best international sides in the world. Portugal have a chance of winning the World Cup. They're one of many. Spain are probably favourites. My team, we know. As you know, I'm Spain. England are another team. France are another team. Portugal are another team. And probably Argentina are the next team. Yeah? So, why on earth is Ronaldo playing up front for a Portugal side? Grown man, exactly. Eduardo, grown man. Why is he playing for this Portugal side? This Portugal side have a chance to win their very first World Cup. We've seen how defensively stubborn they are. We've seen the talent of their roster. We've seen all the players that are in this team that can really feature and really go their length in the World Cup. Yeah? Why on earth is Ronaldo playing for Portugal still? Why is he being shoehorned into the side by Martinez? It is absolutely ridiculous. This is madness. This is international football. It only comes round once every so often. Yes, we get bugged about friendlies. Yes, we get bugged about so many things that international football brings because of the club football and how it coincides with it, and obviously the kind of rota between both the international and the club stage. But this is the World Cup. This is the biggest tournament in football history. The World Cup. You are going to literally say that Ronaldo should be playing for Portugal side in the World Cup in big 2026. This is absolutely ridiculous. Guys, I'm reading your live chat. I've seen some of the comments. And it is crazy. 41 years old in the World Cup. That is madness. I know his athleticism. I know his body can take it. But he is not good enough to play in the World Cup. Not good enough. Anyway, we move. Okay. After being given his marching orders, Ronaldo sarcastically applauded the crowd at the Aviva Stadium. Why is he doing that? Any fans, let me tell you this, yeah. If you don't want to banter any fans, don't banter the Irish. The Irish will give it back to you. They will absolutely cook you, mate, in the stadium. And they don't care who it is. Because the Irish are the king of the banters. They know how to banter. Big time. If you want to do that, don't do that to the Irish. They will absolutely cook you. Yeah? So Ronaldo doing that, this thumbs up. Oh, what on earth is that, guys? This is a grown man doing this. A grown man doing this in 2025, you know. Madness. Absolutely crazy. Anyway, we move. Let's get into the other ones. It was a decision met with disbelief by Ronaldo, who sarcastically applauded the thousands of Rocker supporters crowded into the Irish National Stadium before trudging towards the tunnel. And the Portuguese complaints didn't stop there. He appeared to direct some of his anger at the Irish dugout, seemingly mouthing, "Well done," in one video before former Chelsea defender Ricardo Carvalho held him back. I saw it. Obviously, Carvalho was kind of like trying to cushion him, trying to hold him back. Crazy, innit? However, in far worse news for Ronaldo, the sending off could also mean that he misses the first game of next summer's World Cup. Almost certainly his last in America, Canada, Mexico, should Portugal qualify. What an absolute ridiculous issue this is. Absolutely ridiculous. What is going on? Like, why would you even do this? You know you only got literally 2 games left in qualifiers. 2 games. This one and the next one. Why on earth are you doing that? But like people said in the chat, yeah, maybe it is Gonzalo Ramos' chance to actually feature into the squad. Because Ronaldo is getting shoehorned into this squad in the very first place. I have absolutely no idea why. It's absolutely ridiculous what we're seeing in this football era. Like Messi doesn't want. He said he doesn't want to hold Argentina's team back. That's what he said, live on record. But Ronaldo, he's okay to hold up the Portugal side. This guy's 41 years old, people. Like, what are we doing here? Why is Ronaldo playing international football level at 41 years old? I don't want to see Ronaldo at the World Cup. I'm sorry. I want to see the best football. I want to see the best football. That's it, simple as. There's no 2 ways about it. Portugal have a chance to win the World Cup. And I'm going to say it right now. They have a chance. But with Ronaldo, they don't have a chance. Doesn't matter. Well, Ronaldo scored against Spain. Well, whoop-de-doo, man. Who cares, mate? It's Nations League. He scored against Spain. Big deal. Yeah? The World Cup's completely different. You think Spain are going to take this kind of game like in that seriousness? They will take it even more serious. It's different level when you come to the World Cup. And you're expecting other teams to be there that could really hurt you in those crucial stages. Especially one of the hosts. Mexico. Mexico could do a number on a lot of these teams because they could be playing at home on certain matches and they could really, really frighten a lot of these teams because of how they play football. But you're looking at it and you're saying that Portugal, they're still one of their favourites. Spain are one of the favourites. Argentina are. You got France, of course. Germany could come through. England. There's a lot of teams that could really win this World Cup, guys. Brazil, no way. I don't think Brazil have no chance to win the World Cup, by the way. Brazil have no chance, especially under Carlo Ancelotti. Yeah, with this team, like putting Vinny in the left and stuff. But it's crazy, man. Gonzalo's not better than Ronaldo, Dave. It's not secret you have an agenda against him for some odd reason. I don't have an agenda against CR7. I already said he's one of the GOATs. I already said it. There's no agenda against him, yeah? Gonzalo Garcia, yeah, this is madness. Like, it's absolutely madness. Like, Gonzalo Ramos, is definitely, like, in his age, 24 years old, he should be playing for Portugal. He's nearly half the age of Cristiano Ronaldo, people. This is ridiculous. Yeah? Absolutely ridiculous. And I'm going to get onto the Piers Morgan interview now because I feel it needs to be addressed, yeah? And I haven't addressed it yet, so let me address it, yeah? For the next 15, 20 minutes or so, I'm going to address this Piers Morgan interview, so stay tuned. Let me read some of the comments first. and we'll get it. Okay. Reminds me of my country, Mexico. Always plays them old arse MFers because people know them instead of letting the young players get a chance. Absolutely, it's true. I think Mexico team may be a bit different this time. I'm not sure. We have to see anyway. I will express my thoughts on the Ronaldo interview. Don't worry, I'm doing it now. Yeah, I'm doing the Ronaldo interview now with Piers Morgan now, live, obviously here. I can't put any footage though, but I'll address all the points that he made anyway. Yeah. The Irish gave it right back. It was hilarious. Absolutely. You heard the crowd at the Aviva Stadium. Crazy, man. Crazy. He can be a good super sub in fairness, but he shouldn't be starting. Yeah, that's true. I would say Ronaldo put him on the bench and then bring him on a certain time so he can actually show. But Ronaldo's not going to accept that. If he's not a starter, he's not playing. Full stop. That's facts, yeah? Gonzalo Ramos is better than Ronaldo right now because he's old. That's crazy, yeah. It's true. Gonzalo Ramos can't even start for the PSG side. That's also true, but we have to see anyway. So let's get into this this interview with Piers Morgan, yeah? Let me get into it, okay? Okay, cool. So there's a few points that obviously I wanted to address in this video, yeah? One of them is it's easier to score goals in La Liga than Saudi. I'm going to address that, which will be my very first point. And I have a lot to say about that. I mentioned the post on it already, and I have a lot to say about it, yeah? I'm also going to mention, obviously, the Wayne Rooney kind of shade, obviously, throwing at Ronaldo, and obviously Messi kind of being a better player for him, essentially. So I'm going to obviously address that as well, yeah? I'm also going to address a lot of the stuff that he said around the World Cup. Like, what is not really his dream, yeah? And I'm going to say that right here and now. It's absolutely crazy. So I'm going to pretty much address most of the points, yeah? So, and I'm going to see what's next for Ronaldo. I will see what's next for him as a pioneer in this football kind of game where he's excelled, he's won his Ballon d'Ors, he's done a lot of stuff. And I'm going to mention some good stuff about Ronaldo. Don't worry, enough. It's not all hate. Yeah, it's all good stuff as well. And I mentioned also before in one of my previous videos that he's not in my top 10 Real Madrid players of all time, which is a pretty crazy statement, but we'll carry on anyway. But guys, let's get into it. Okay, so let's get into the first one, okay? It's easier to score goals in Spain than it is to score in Saudi, okay? Now, I'm going to say it right now, yeah? Because he's playing for one of the top sides in Saudi. It may be easy for him to score there, but I'm not sure if it would be easy for him to score with one of the lower sides in Saudi. And I'm saying right now, if Ronaldo played for Real Madrid at this current present time, yeah? If Ronaldo played for Real Madrid at this current time, I think he would get his goals. He would get his goals as a striker. Pure striker. Just getting in the box and just finishing his chances. That's all. I mean, I saw his performance against Ireland. Absolutely shocking. And several performances as well. Like, he seems like his striking boots are not there. But I think if he's played for Madrid, guys, I definitely think that he would score goals. It may not be the same amount of goals that he's scoring in Saudi in terms of how many goals he's getting there. But in Spain, they give you a chance to score. They stand off you. They don't press. A lot of teams in Spain don't press. They stand off you. They let you cushion the ball. They let you control the ball. And with Ronaldo, in terms of time and space, if he has time and space, like yesterday against Ireland, he has no time and space. Ireland will consistently press him. And that is Ronaldo's worst idea. Worst nightmare. If a team consistently presses him, then he will have no chance. But a lot of the team, majority of the teams in Spain, guys, they are washed, man. A lot of them are washed, bro. So many. Villarreal, where they're sitting at the moment, they are washed, mate. Villarreal are absolutely horrific. Like, against Villarreal, Ronaldo would definitely have chances. Because look at the way Villarreal stood off us. He would have chances to score. If you have Mbappe on the left and you have Ronaldo in the centre, you don't think you have a chance to score? Of course he would. For Madrid, at this current present time, he would have a chance to score. Many chances to score. And that's what I'm getting at. It's because I said that probably he's right on some levels, that in Spain it's easier to score than in Saudi, especially when you're playing for the top elite teams. He's playing for Al Nassr now, and he played for Real Madrid, and he played for Juve, and he played for Man United. Yeah? So, in Real Madrid, at this current present time, he would score. If Lewandowski can do it, Lewandowski is 37 years old, by the way, guys. Lewandowski is 37, and he's a true number 9, Lewandowski. Ronaldo is not. He can get his goals, but Ronaldo always preferred on the left wing. We know that already, yeah? But in his later stages of his career, he's preferred that middle role because he's adapted to it. He would score. If Lewandowski can score goals in La Liga, Ronaldo can. And Ronaldo is probably in better physical shape than Lewandowski. I'm going to say that right now. Ronaldo's probably got the physique and the athleticism of probably a 28, 29-year-old. That's how athletic this guy is. He's crazy. Like in terms of his routine and his mentality to keep in shape. That's what he's doing. You won't see as this guy who's going to literally party 24/7 at this age, are you? No, he's looking after his kids, looking after his family. That's it. So he's in peak athleticism even now at this age. Another player that I could use in comparison to him was Ibrahimovic. Ibra was in peak athletic condition even until his late years in football. Peak athletic condition. Yeah? So Ronaldo, yeah, as a fox in the box, he'll get 20 goals. I guarantee 20 goals, bruv. 20 goals, even more than 20 goals in La Liga. Let's be honest, guys. Come on. Like, he would get 20 goals in La Liga as just a pure fox in the box. That's what he would do. He would just be standing there waiting for his opportunity to score. And you think Madrid won't have opportunities to score. Let me also mention this as well. This guy can jump as well. He can get headers as well, Ronaldo. Ronaldo can get headers. Mbappe can't. Imagine Mbappe heading the ball. When the day we see it, let me know. Because this guy can't head the ball to save his life. But Ronaldo can. So Ronaldo can be an aerial threat. He can be the fox in the box. He can shoot from outside the box. You think that he can't? Of course he can. Of course he can. Because in La Liga, they give you space. They give you space and time on the ball. It's factual. Don't start trying peddling this whole thing. Oh, Saudi and Spain and this and that. Of course, La Liga as a general in terms of a whole league is better. But he will score in La Liga. And his statement that it's probably easier to score in Spain than Saudi. Do you know what? In some parts, I agree with it. Saudi league is played at a higher tempo than the Spanish league. The Spanish league, La Liga, is one of the slowest leagues in the world to play. Slow. Not when he was playing. When he was playing for Real Madrid, it wasn't. But now this league has become so slow and boring and horrible. Horrible to watch. He will definitely score goals in La Liga. It's unbelievable. Imagine this. Imagine you have people crossing the box into Ronaldo and Ronaldo's just standing there. Bro, these guys in La Liga, they don't even jump when crosses come in. Oh, people, look at the defenses. Look at the defenses in La Liga. They just sit back. Yes, so what? You think Ronaldo won't be an aerial threat? When all the teams in La Liga, I tell you what, the only aerial threat that is posed when a team is actually marking deep in the box is Lewandowski. And strikers like Muriqi, who is getting goals. Muriqi's getting goals for Mallorca. Come on, people. Muriqi. This is crazy to me. That guy is a bozo. That is one of the worst players I've ever seen in my life. I'm going to be honest. Muriqi, in big 2025, getting goals in La Liga. You think the defenses are good? He's getting goals for Mallorca. Mallorca, of all teams. It's crazy. Yeah? I'm actually going to read the top scorers, yeah, in La Liga. And we're going to see which ones are actually better than Ronaldo at this current present time. Let's do it, yeah? Because this actually made me question La Liga big time, yeah? Okay, let's read these, yeah? Let's go into it, yeah? Let's go into it. Okay, cool. Let's zoom in a bit so you can see it, okay? Cool, okay? Kylian Mbappe, yeah? Alvarez, better than Ronaldo at the moment, fine. Lewandowski, I would still consider him probably better slightly than Ronaldo. Young, for Levante, is he really better than Ronaldo? Come off it, bro. Don't even try it, bro. Muriqi. Is Muriqi better than Ronaldo? Muriqi. Borja Iglesias, the guy who actually banged that rocket against Barcelona. I got to say it right now. Beautiful goal. Is he better than Ronaldo? Come off it, people. Like, this is madness. Yeah? Hernandez for Betis. Better than Ronaldo. Oyarzabal. Is Oyarzabal better than Cristiano Ronaldo? Get off it, people. Like, this guy is speaking facts, bro. Ronaldo is actually speaking facts for once. This guy said that in Spain, it's easier to score goals than in Saudi. And guess what? He's absolutely right. Because I tell you what, yeah, Ronaldo, in this era of Spanish football, will probably be on 10 goals. If he was playing for Real Madrid, imagine at the top level, he's probably saying if he's playing for Real Madrid, at this current present time, he'll score goals. Look at, let me put this in actual perspective, yeah? Look at all the chances we missed against Marseille. You think Cristiano Ronaldo wouldn't have scored at least one or two of those? Of course he would have. Of course he would have. The chances against Juventus. This is crazy, man. He would have scored those goals. I don't even care what anybody says. This guy would score those goals. It's factual that La Liga is a shit fest of shit teams, bro. It's crap, mate. Villarreal got beaten by Pafos. Villarreal 32nd in the Champions League table. 32nd. This is the third best team in Spain. What are we doing here? This is madness. Absolutely madness. Yeah? That we are thinking that Ronaldo won't spag at least 7-8 goals in La Liga playing for Real Madrid. Of course he would have. And Mbappe will get some as well because he's on the left wing. Madness. Don't even get me started, yeah? That is crazy. Absolutely crazy. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Mariki from Mallorca is getting 6 goals. 6! This is ridiculous. In 11 games. Nah. Mad. Oyarzabal is shit, mate. Don't even get me started, mate. Oyarzabal couldn't hack it against a washed Man United side last year in the Europa League. A washed Manchester United side. Washed. Completely washed. Let me tell you something. Amorim's Manchester United last season thumped Sociedad and Bilbao. Supposedly one of our best playing sides in Spain. Thumped them. Sociedad and Bilbao. Thumped Amorim's Manchester United last year. Last year. A team that just barely scraped the flipping relegation with the points that they got. Come off it, bro. Like, Amorim's Manchester United last year, the shittiest side I've ever seen in my life. A team that couldn't even pass 2 string passes together. They battered Bilbao. They battered Sociedad. These were supposedly one of our best sides in Spain. Bilbao. Madness. Come on, bro. Bro, but international football, I agree that Ronaldo's not good enough to play international football because you have the best of the best coming together. The game is played at a slower pace, I know that. But if you have a team that presses you like Spain or a team that presses you like France, you're not going to be able to handle it. That's facts, mate. Yeah? Unbelievable. Anyway, what is next look for Spanish football? I have no idea, bro. I have no idea what's the next look for Spanish football. Spanish football is washed at the moment. La Liga is absolutely washed. Okay, let me get on to the next point, okay? About the World Cup not being important for him, okay? And it's not really a matter. It's not really something that he's looking at now. Okay, you said on record that it's been one of your dreams to win the World Cup with Portugal. And now you flip-flop your ideology and say, oh, the World Cup's not really is not really something that is important to me. Of course it's important to you. The World Cup's important to every single footballer on the planet. If you're a footballer and you're playing in National League 2 or the Conference Division or whatever, the World Cup's important to you. The World Cup's important to fans, never mind the flipping players. To fans of football, the World Cup's probably the best tournament in the world. It's better than the Champions League because it only comes around once every 4 years. No, I'm not talking about the Euros. The Euros come around once every 4 years, but that tournament's nothing compared to the World Cup because the World Cup just has this aura. It's the most watched football tournament in the world. Fans across every single nation watch this World Cup. You have fans coming together. You have Argentines, you have Brazilians, you have Spanish, you have Portuguese, you have French, you have Germans, you have English. Every single fan is coming together to watch this. And the fans of each country don't celebrate players. They celebrate their team. If you have an Arsenal fan, well, maybe apart from lead judges, but Arsenal fan supporting England because Kane is up front and playing for England. Kane's up front playing for England and Arsenal fans are supporting England. And they're wishing Harry Kane to score. Maybe not lead judges, like I said before, but other players, yes. Yeah? So, this is crazy to me. And you think that the World Cup's not important to you. Of course it's important. Of course it's important. It is important to you. Oh, it's not important. Because you may not win one with Portugal. But Portugal may win one without you. That's factual. I could see Portugal in terms of their youth system and their youth projects coming through, that they could win the World Cup or the next Euros coming through because they have great young players fed into the system. I know they got their old dogs like Bruno Fernandes and obviously Cristiano Ronaldo. But look, when Bruno Fernandes goes and Cristiano Ronaldo goes, I'm sure Portugal have a better chance of winning the World Cup or the Euros than now, current present time. That's facts. Yeah? So, look, with the World Cup, there's so many different ideologies behind it, and Ronaldo is not sitting right with me on what he discussed with Piers Morgan, because Piers Morgan is trying to cushion his ego. Oh, I love you, Ronaldo. I love you. Oh, you're my goat. Oh, let me chat your chest. Like, what are you doing? Let me touch your abs, you know. This is fucking crazy. Piers Morgan. Hey, guys, I lost respect for this guy, mate. I swear now. Piers Morgan, I lost respect for big time, mate. This guy's an absolute bozo, bro. Like, I love you. I love you, saying I love you. This is crazy to me. It's mad. It's mad. Guys, mate, this is mad. This is mad, mate. Let me read some of the comments on this before I move on to the next point about Cristiano Ronaldo and Piers Morgan's interview. Okay, I'll be happy just to qualify Captain Roa to give us the glory, but Cristiano Ronaldo scores. He's still scoring in international games. That's facts. I know that. I know, but the situation is that he's not suited for this Portugal side in a World Cup that's coming up with all these teams. Like it's the biggest World Cup we've ever seen, and it's been played in 3 countries. So there's massive amounts of games, and the games to watch every single day. Crazy, Brad. I honestly, when the World Cup comes around, I think I'm doing watch-alongs to every single game. I think I will. I'll be live streaming 24 hours probably, just watching every single game on this World Cup. It'll probably be early morning, innit? Or late at night or something because of how America's system is. But I'm watching all the games, mate. I don't even care, mate. I love the World Cup. Yeah? Something corrupted Ronaldo's mind. Let me tell you what corrupted Ronaldo's mind, yeah? Let me tell you. And this is facts, yeah? What corrupted Ronaldo's mind is all his fanboys. That's what corrupted his mind. It's all his fanboys that literally pedal or cushion his ego. They love like, oh, Ronaldo, oh, he's a god. Bro, there's no player in football history that's a god to me. Not one single player, yeah? I don't even care, mate. I look up to players in the history like Ronaldo, R9 and Zizou and Raul and Redondo and all these different players that play for Real Madrid and obviously other players as well. I love Gascoigne. Like all these different players, I love them, yeah? When I watch them on the pitch, I absolutely love to see them play football. But CR7 fan base, they just cushion his ego. They just literally just loving him. They love him, not the football. Well, they do love the football as well, but they love him as a person or what he's done. Oh, it's CR7. Like, I have a picture here of CR7 and Messi. Yeah? Fine. I don't love the guy. Yeah? I just admire him because, let me tell you something, yeah? I can be a person and honestly sit here and say, I'm going to sit here and say that CR7, his mentality for football, his work rate, his skill set to some ability because he's a goal scoring machine, yeah? Unbelievable. One of the best ever. One of the best ever to do it. I could sit here and say that. When he was at Man United, this guy came into this team from Sporting and lit up the Premier League. No one ever saw anything like him since Giggs. When Giggs came to the Premier League. No one ever saw anything like Cristiano Ronaldo since Ryan Giggs. Yeah? That's factual. Yeah? And the way that the electricity... I know Arsenal had their players as well. I know Arsenal had your Thierry Henrys. They had Bergkamps. Bergkamp was excellent on the ball, but the electricity that you felt when Ronaldo got the ball at Man United was absolutely sensational. Yeah? And that was felt when Ryan Giggs had the ball. That is exactly like it. When David Ginola had the ball, these kind of players, the electricity that you felt when these players picked up the ball, like Hazard as well, similar. Yeah? But Cristiano Ronaldo went from Man United to Real Madrid and lost that electricity. He became a pure goal-scoring machine. He could score goals from outside the box. He could take shots, free kicks. He could do anything he wanted. Yeah? He was the guy at Real Madrid. And no guy ever in the history of Real Madrid will replicate that goal-scoring ratio that he had at Real Madrid. No footballer in the history would ever replicate that. Yeah? Cantona, exactly. Another player. Electricity. Yeah? So, it's absolutely crazy that I'm looking at Cristiano Ronaldo now in big 2025 doing crybaby signs. Come on, bro. It's mad. So, you're looking at him, and I unbelievably rate his work rate, his authenticity in terms of his dedication to football and how he is as a human being off the football stage, away, his family, his legacy that he's building, his kids. He loves his kids. Absolutely loves them, adores them. His soon-to-be wife, his family that he's building. Everything about it is something that a lot of men will look to and say, look, that is kind of the ideal. It's the ideal. Obviously, maybe not. He said, obviously, in the Piers Morgan interview that he hates when fans crowd him and like pictures and all that. He hates the fame. Some parts of it, obviously, the fame got him to where he is. But he said in the Piers Morgan interview, which is kind of, I think, incorrect, he hates the fame. He loves the fame because he's brought him all this attention. He's brought him his riches. Billion, the first football player to be worth over $1 billion. That's madness to me. Yeah? And all this together has made him, obviously, one of the GOATs. That's fine. But, look, you can't go into a match against Ireland in a World Cup qualifier and actually perform like that and then go off the stage and say, cry, and, clapping or what. It's mad. Because the Irish fans are going to rile him up completely. Yeah? So, it's crazy. How many match suspension? We don't know yet. It's they're saying the first game of the World Cup. That's what they're saying. First game of the World Cup. So, it is mad, yeah. Just because Messi's won it now, he's not his dream anymore. Of course, it's absolutely that. It's absolutely that. And, look, for me personally, Messi's a better footballer than Ronaldo. Messi will always be a better footballer. Messi, he lights up the stage like no other player has in the history of football. Ronaldo, I say he lit up the stage in terms of Man United since we saw like your Giggs, your Cantonas. That's fine, yeah? But Messi has lit the place up like no other player in the history. The man, Messi, could dribble past 6-7 players at once, score a goal, and you go, wow. How many, guys, let's be honest, yeah? How many wow moments, the typical, Henry talks football bollocks thumbnail. These ones, yeah? That kind of stuff, yeah? That kind of thumbnail, yeah? How many wows have we seen from Messi in the history? That kind of. A lot. Yeah? A lot. So, these kind of moments that Messi has produced on the world stage, in club football and everything, you just go, wow. Ronaldo has had these wow moments as well. I know that. Yeah? Ronaldo has his wow moments. Fine. But Messi is undoubtedly the better footballer. That is no question. No question. And I've already said my GOATs in football. I've already said that Ronaldo Phenomenal is my favourite player of all time because he made me, as a kid, literally jump off my seat, essentially, every time he played. Zizou's in that as well. So, in terms of GOATs, yeah, fine. Messi's in that as well. Ronaldinho's in that as well. And can CR7 make that as well? Potentially. But he needs to carry himself a bit better in terms of his ego and what it's doing for him. But, look, in terms of the interview as well, okay, with obviously Cristiano Ronaldo and what's happening to him in terms of his future. Look, who knows what happens to Cristiano Ronaldo in terms of future? Will he become an ambassador for a sports team in Saudi? Will he go back maybe to Madrid? Will he do? Who knows? Yeah, there's a whole lot of stuff that Cristiano Ronaldo can do in the future. What he should do is be the role model for a lot of football players. A big role model. Because I tell you what, let me tell you something right now, yeah? And I mentioned this on stream before. And I mentioned it actually yesterday. The day before, sorry, yeah? About the players working hard, yeah? There will never be a Real Madrid player that works harder than Cristiano Ronaldo. Vinny is 150 million% lazier than Cristiano Ronaldo. This guy's lazy. Vinny's lazy, I can tell. He's the kind of player, the type of player that thinks his skill and his technique and all that stuff. Well, he says technique, but I think he has no technique whatsoever. Vinny is the kind of player, that will be in CR7's shadow for the rest of his life. Because, Vinny, you're not that player. Mia Matrix comfortably said it, that no one will be CR7 in Real Madrid history. No one, because he is the example. Because he comes on the football pitch. A team could be pumping Real Madrid. It'd be 0-0 and he gets a goal in the 90th minute. That's the kind of player that Ronaldo is because he works hard at the game. Ronaldo is the work hard athlete. Messi had the talent. Ronaldo had to work hard. That's it. He had to work hard. So this is what it is. And Ronaldo, Mbappe, guess what? You will never be CR7. Never in a million years. You couldn't even scratch CR7's boots, bro. That's factual as well because Mbappe, also, I can tell in terms of his ability that this guy's not even nowhere near CR7. Nowhere near, bro. Nowhere near. He will never be that. Never. Because they don't have the approach. Look, when CR7 went off, I know when CR7 got substituted a few times, he comes off and his attitude is, he's frustrated. But he sits down on the bench and he just looks up. That's it. Carries on his game. And then he wins the next game and he shoots the next game and he scores the next game. And that's what happens. CR7 is a guy that will get you out of any game. Let me put you an example. Even at this fucking age, Cristiano Ronaldo, in that Vallecano match, would have probably scored a goal to win the game. Out of nowhere. You never even know. And I used the example earlier of Portugal and Spain. Deadlock. Cristiano Ronaldo scores the goal to win in the Nations League final. That's what I'm talking about. This is Spain. Spain under De La Fuente. Probably the best playing international team in the world of football. Yeah? And Ronaldo got the goal to win the Nations League. That's crazy. That's what it is. So we're looking at it as a full picture and saying Ronaldo probably would have got us out of that Vallecano match. He probably would have got us, goals along the way that would really make a benefit towards his La Liga title. He's not playing here though, But in certain matches, I could see him doing the business. So this is a truth statement about Ronaldo. The Piers Morgan interview, yes, was a chance for Piers Morgan to cushion his ego, to give him all the praise, to say I love you, to touch his abs. Horrible. But Ronaldo, he's comfortable in the situations because it's someone saying that all the praise to him, until something happens like the Irish match, and in the Irish match, they actually cooked you when you went off, mate. Red card. And that's what Ronaldo needs to iron out of himself as a personality. But on the world stage, in terms of what he's done in football, what he's done in life, his legacy, everything about it, he is a true maverick. And unfortunately, for the CR7 fanboys as well, that group of people, they need to stop cushioning his ego. They need to stop it. Because when he retires, who are you going to cushion next? Bruno Fernandes. Who are you going to cushion next? These kind of Bruno Fernandes fanboys as well, they get on my nerves. Vinny fanboys get on my nerves. To some extent as well. Because they just literally just looking at it and saying, oh, but Vinny this, but Vinny that, but he won the Champions League with Carlo Ancelotti. So what? What did he give me last year? Zero. Nada. Nothing. So these kind of fanboy groups, I tell you what, they can go and really just run for the hills because they have a serious complex about if somebody mentions something bad about Ronaldo, they go, you said something bad about Ronaldo. Come off it, bro. Come off it. Honestly, he's a grown man. He's 41. You don't need to defend him. He can defend himself. He has enough money. So, Ronaldo, honestly, exactly. The Garnacho fanboys. Unbelievable. The Garnacho fanboys. Madness. I can't stand those people. All those kind of players that think they're flipping godly and they're nothing. They're nothing on the world stage. But Ronaldo has some accolades, bro. He has accolades that he can show to people and say, this is what I won. And he's won Ballon d'Ors and he's fine. So Ronaldo, he can have it. But the fanboys, they need to take a rain check sometimes because they know Messi's a better footballer. Look, the CR7 fanboys know that Messi is a better footballer than Ronaldo. They know. They know he's a better footballer. But, look, Ronaldo, he's done it every level. He's done it club level as well. He's won the Euros. He's won the Nations League. He's won Champions League. He's won La Liga. He's won the Premier League. He's won Serie A. He's won everything, this guy. He's won everything. He's gone in every single stage and he's won. He's gone played so many different countries and he's won it. Yeah? That's factual. So, Ronaldo, honestly, he needs to just retire probably after this World Cup. Yeah, unless he wants to carry on playing in Saudi, that's fine. Where it's harder to score goals than La Liga. That maybe I kind of agree with. But anyway, at this current present time. But guys, take care, guys. That's been myself. Let's round up some, obviously, comments here. So we can actually get on with our weekends nice and cushy. Dave, are you going to the NFL game? No, because I'm going to the Brazil game in the Emirates. Today at 5:30. Okay, Messi plays football like art. Ronaldo plays like he's grinding it out. That's true. That's actually true. Yeah, David just gained a whole lot of credibility by saying this. Thank you very much. By the way, Rafael said after the match we wanted to win from Ronaldo, but he said it wasn't his dream. So, yeah, whatever, man. Whatever. Imagine being a Portuguese fan and seeing him make so much statements. Yeah. True, it's true, yeah. Portugal fans, even Northside, mate, he came out and really vocal yesterday about Ronaldo and his whole current situation. Current Ronaldo, whole Real Madrid attack. Probably, you never know, mate. Thoughts on Player FC fighting against each other on Twitter? Yeah, man, I don't want to comment on that at the moment. Which national team do you enjoy the most? I support Spain because I'm Spanish, so I support Spain. And because my fiance is Brazilian, I'm going to start supporting Brazil in the World Cup. God, it's the first time I've ever supported Brazil in a World Cup. I did support them in 2002 in a World Cup because, yeah, they were, yeah, that's my team, bro. Yeah, Ronaldinho, Ronaldo. Crazy, man. Crazy. You are a Ronaldo fan, but who's better, Ronaldo or Messi? Messi. Messi's better than Ronaldo. Footballer, 100% Messi's better. Footballer, Messi's better. That's factual. Yeah? Like, technique-wise, technique-wise, there are actually so many better footballers than Ronaldo. Technique-wise. He kind of lost that flair and that technique when he was at Man United, when he was the hungry kid coming through the block, you know? Like, I don't know. It's just weird to me. But Ronaldo lost that. He lost that kind of... It keeps you on the edge of your seat when you're watching him. Like when he was at Man United, unbelievable. He just absolutely ripped to shreds, mate. Everybody, crazy. Ashley Cole felt it a lot of times. Messi's not better than Ronaldo. For me, maybe for you. It's all up to opinion, mate. It's all up to opinion. Everybody has their own opinion. For me, Messi's better than Ronaldo. But I tell you what, there are a lot of players in history. For me personally, technique wise, better than Ronaldo. Messi's better than Ronaldo. Ronaldinho's better than Ronaldo. Ronaldo, phenomenal, is better than Ronaldo. Zizou's better than Ronaldo as a football player. So many players that are better than Ronaldo. Technique-wise, unbelievable. Like on the football pitch, very, very good football players. Like I've watched some crazy football players in my time. But, you know, Ronaldo, he stands on business. CR7 stands on business. He's one of the GOATs, absolutely, because of his accolades and what he's done in football. Absolutely, yeah? But guys, yeah, it's all everybody has their own opinions. Yeah? Let's just leave it at that, yeah? Yeah. He has. I tell you, that's a very good point, Storm. Very good point. He's probably the most complete footballer. Probably the most complete footballer. I don't know about all time, because you could say Ruud Gullit was one of the most complete footballers, because Ruud Gullit could play defense, defend in midfield, and he could play in the 10, and he could play up front as well. Like Ruud Gullit has played in every position. Every position. He is probably one of the best all-round footballers of all time. But Ronaldo, definitely. In terms of complete striker, yeah, I do agree. Absolutely. Because he can add the ball. He can strike from outside the box. He can score your Fox in the box goals. He can do a lot of things. He could score free kicks even though he wasn't that consistent at them. But it's good, you know? If downgrade Ronaldo's career, who can you achieve what he achieved if downgrade Ronaldo career, can you achieve what he achieved keyboard warriors? No, nobody could achieve what Ronaldo can achieve. Absolutely. Omar, big up, bro. Much appreciated. Halimi, big up, bro. I haven't seen you in the chat in ages, bro. Man, like Halimi, you know. But guys, anyway, we move. That's been the, I would say an emergency stream, but not an emergency stream because Ronaldo is not really an emergency anyway. But guys, that's me, guys. Done. Ronaldo, red card, obviously talked about. Piers Morgan interview talked about. There's so many things. Do I know Faisal? Well, I don't know Faisal personally. Obviously, I sent him in a super chat just to show love and appreciation at one time. But I will try and get in contact with Faisal, maybe through Saeed or Fuad or one of these guys that I know personally from working at DR Sports. So, yeah, we'll see, man. We'll see. Maybe I'll contact Saeed and see if we can get into the podcast together. But we'll see anyway. Maybe I'll go on his channel first and see where it goes from there. But, guys, take care. Adios. And actually, big up to Faisal. He actually reached 100K as of recent. So, big up to him. He's definitely one of the mavericks in this Madrid space. Really, really good. Like, I watch his content all the time. Like, such a really good YouTuber. And yeah, we love to see it. Obviously, we're especially in the Madrid space. In terms of the English speaking, you probably only see Global Madridista. Coach Ali soon there. Faisal reached over 100K, and yeah, he's doing big things. He's doing absolutely big things. Really, really good. And yeah, such a good personality on YouTube, and yeah, very, very knowledgeable about Madrid. So. Big up to Faisal and congratulations on hitting 100K. But guys, take care, guys. Yeah, end the stream. It's time to end the stream, and we'll see you next time on another live stream, guys. I might do these one a day. You know, I like these live streams. These are actually pretty good. Actually interacting with the chat, showing some news stories, some thing. If you want to see this, keep going. Smash a like, guys.